What's going on, family? Black Phoenix checking in. I'm at the headquarters right now, laying out some staircases, and I'm working on duplicating the 3 and 4 step design. Before I start welding anything off, I make sure that I cut all my pieces to make sure that I got what I need to finish the project. So I got plenty of material. I got enough material down there to do a 2 step. So I'm gonna probably do a 2, 3, and 4 step design and have it already um, fabricated for a prototype to show as a display. So they're gonna be able to sell too. But so I will sell them, but they actually gonna be just to give an example on what a person can get. But if they want it, they can get that one, then I can replace that one. But a lot of times when you're building these and you're doing these, the RV people that gets the RVs want a specific color, like to have it match their RV setup. So a lot of times I do it to the colors to match the RV setup. Honestly, I wouldn't say I would recommend a book, to be honest with you. Um, but I learned blueprint reading over time, and I have did when I did my NCCER class. I had a blueprint class in it, and I got some more in depth training. But a lot of it you can actually Google and get you some free information, and you can use that free information that you can download to your computer and print out to start learning how to do prints and how to cut and do angles. A lot of times, like as you see, like right here, I cut things a little longer. When you just cutting your pieces, normally you'll cut to your longest length, and then that way when you do your bevel, it'll fit up tight. Like if you see this one that's right under here, I'm gonna move this around so you can kind of see it. See how I got that? That was like an excellent fit. But what I do is I make it a little longer so that way when I cut my angles. But honestly, like I say, you can get a lot of your ideas on how to do your angles and cuts off of Google. You can Google some things and get some free information. There's a lot of free information out there. Yes, because see, sometimes as far as your staircase allowance, you can Google that too. Like it'll give you the national handrail standards, the national step standards. Step standards go between 7 inches and 3/8 to 7 inches and no more than 7 inches and 3/4. You can have some custom ones, can be 8, but it's not really recommended unless it's custom. Like if you want to keep it with standard, the standard step, pretty much you can get, if you just like literally like do just a little research, you can get a lot of stuff for free where you don't have to pay for it. It's just the homework and the time you got to put involved in getting the stuff that you need. That's the main thing. It's just the homework. Like, and after you get it, it'll be like second nature. Like um I work like a carpenter. I measure twice and cut once. Standard measurements, yeah. Yeah, a lot of times, just from your, I was actually going over with my son about using a tape measure and going over the inches. Like once you learn the inch, like from 1/16 through an inch, it's repetitious. A lot of times it's repetitious, so you can use a lot of that information once you get that ruler down or that tape measure, that inch down. It'll be easy for you to catch with your measurements. And a lot of times, honestly, when you laying out certain specific things, you might not know your measurement until you're done. Like on certain things I lay out, like this piece, I didn't know my measurement until after I laid everything out, and then I measured from there to there. So okay, that piece got to be this. You see what I'm saying? So when you fabricating, sometimes you might not know the exact measurement, but you got to do your layout and you keep your steps. That is correct, and whatever that be is just what it is, and then you duplicate it or whatnot. But a lot of time, like I say, a lot of things you can learn online. simple. I wouldn't jump into spending a lot of money off the top, and you can just do a little homework, a little research, and you can actually do a lot of it yourself. You know what I mean? Just from getting online and looking for a couple of things. So there's a few things you can do. So today I was just laying out this staircase. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing a 4, 3, and 2. I think I got enough to do 2, so I'm gonna try to pull out 3 of them. If not, I'm gonna have 2 for sure. So that's my goal. So right now I'm just laying the parts out. I'm gonna probably come back in the morning and start actually cutting it since it's kind of in the evening now. But been making sure I had my parts, getting a few things lined out, man, around headquarters today, and just trying to do a few little paperwork. But been out trying to get this little stuff, and I got my jigs, as you see. Like certain things, like I have them already pre-done, where it's like a no-brainer, even with my angles. As you see, I got 3 different angles that goes on this. So what I do, I make it that way. All I have to do is go back to it, and it's very easy to go back to it and make sure I got my proper degrees, and then I'll label them. So you can do the same thing. And this is when you're doing your fabrication on your own and laying out. And then if you got somebody working with you, you can have them grab it, and it'll be easy for them. It'll be a no-brainer for them to say, okay, I need to cut a leg. Okay, I need a step. Okay, this is a step piece. I need this. You know what I'm saying? I need this part. And see, I got these lined out where they'll go. So the goal is to get things to make things simpler for you. And then I'm using a wire welding machine. So, if you got a little gap, it's not no issue because you're gonna fill it in. So the thing is to take your time. To me, I think it's just a time thing, laying out your fabrication, to actually just getting your hands dirty and actually doing it, rethinking, going to the drawing board sometimes until you actually get everything lined out. And once you get it lined out, you can actually make a print of it. And this is like this. Once you get it lined out, you can make you a print of it, and you can have all your measurements, and it'll be easy for someone else to see what you're doing and see the concept. So I think that it's just good to, like I say, just actually get your hands dirty. Actions speak louder than words a lot of times. A lot of times when people are trying to pay for this and this and this, and they'll not use the information that they're paying for. So you're spending money and not really getting a whole lot out of it. But if you just do a little research, to me, you tend to learn more and you value more the information because you had your time invested in learning it. So I just think that's a good thing. And another good smart thing is always, after you line it out, then start pre-doing your pieces, making sure you got everything you need before you dive into it and get to welding anything off. Tack everything up, line everything out, make sure it's square, plumb, whatever, and then go from there. But that's what I'm gonna be doing. Like I said, I'm gonna probably finish this tomorrow. Right now, I'm just lining everything out. Hold on.